Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Let's Play Forge. So after the disastrous episode that we've been having with Spelunky, I really want to relax a bit and just enjoy the relaxation of a nice little Forge episode. So I will do that. I'm going second. We're playing against Shadowstorm Vizier Field. Okay, let's see what we can do to this guy. I'll place down a forest card. He cast the Compelling Argument, which is a sorcery, and what he did is that what the sorcery allows him to do is that target player puts the top 5 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Then he may cycle it for 1 blue mana. So I guess he did just that, and he just put the top 5 cards of my library into my fucking graveyard, which is fucking annoying. But I'll deal with it. Let's summon Bitterblade Warrior in the meantime. Now he summoned Heckma Sentinels, which is a 2/3 human cleric creature, which has whenever you cycle or discard a card, Heckma Sentinels gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Okay, let's summon Prowling Serpopard. Now let's attack Alpha Strike him so that we can attack him with Bitterblade Warrior. Normally Bitterblade Warrior is pretty weak and he would die if the opponent decided to block my Bitterblade Warrior with his Heckma Sentinels. But because we can exert a Bitterblade Warrior, we can make it get +1/+0 and gain Death Touch until the end of turn. So let's do just that. We will exert it. Exerting it means that it won't be untapped on our next untap phase, but I'm fine for that. Now, if he blocks my Bitterblade Warrior with his Heckma Sentinels, his Heckma Sentinels will die from that attack. So will my Bitterblade Warrior as well, but at least his creature will also die. So he did not do that. He did not block me. He let the attack slide through. So now he's down to 17 life points. He cast Comet to put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library, second from the top. And he did so with my Prowling Serpopard, and now he's attacking me with his Heckma Sentinels. Which really sucks. But especially now since Bitterblade Warrior was not untapped because I exerted it the previous turn. But I will summon Giant Spider to be able to block his next attack. Now he summoned another Heckma Sentinels and also a Shadowstorm Vizier, which is a 1/3 human cleric creature with flying, and whenever you cycle or discard a card, Shadowstorm Vizier gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Okay. Let's cast Cartouche of Strength on our Bitterblade Warrior. And now with this Cartouche of Strength, we can make him attack his Shadow... Do we want to attack his Shadowstorm Vizier? I don't think we do. Let's attack something a bit stronger. Let's attack one of his Heckma Sentinels. That was worth it. Now my Bitterblade Warrior took 2 damage from that, and if it takes just 1 more damage, it would die because it only has 3 life. So let's be wary of that. Not much else I can do. Let's wait out. Let's wait it out for now. He cast Final Reward to exile my Bitterblade Warrior, which was not nice of him, but okay. Let's summon Prowling Serpopard, and let's end our turn for now. Now he uses Memory, which allows him, which basically does each player shuffles their graveyard and hand into their library, then draws 7 cards. So we will both have to do this. And now we get a huge amount of cards. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess I'm fine with it because now I have way more forest cards in my hand. But that introduces its own sets of problems. Let's cast Ambuscade on our Prowling Serpopard to destroy his Heckma Sentinels. And now I will attack him with my Prowling Serpopard to do direct damage to him. His life points went down to 12. Now he's going to summon Shimmer Scale Drake, which is a 3/4 Drake creature with flying. Okay, that's interesting. Let's give more power to our Prowling Serpopard via Aggressive Urge. And this way we can also summon an extra card. And let's cast Ambuscade now to use our Prowling Serpopard to destroy his Shimmer Scale Drake. And now I can attack him with our Prowling Serpopard. And now he's down to 6 life. He's losing quite a lot. He finally summoned Pitiless Vizier and Kefnia the Mindful. Pitiless Vizier is a 4/2 Minotaur Cleric creature which has, whenever you cycle or discard a card, Pitiless Vizier gains indestructible until the end of turn. And Kefnia the Mindful is a 5/5 God legendary creature which has both flying and indestructible, but Kefnia the Mindful cannot attack nor block unless you have 7 or more cards in his hand. And my opponent has only 3 cards in his hand, so he cannot really use that card. Also, Kefnia the Mindful has the effect of, for 1 blue mana and 3 other mana, draw a card, then you may return a land you control to its owner's hand. Okay. Let's summon Greater Sandworm. It's about that time in which we get serious. Let's now attack him with our Prowling Serpopard, because we can, really. He will block it with his Pitiless Vizier, which kinda sucks. His Pitiless Vizier has 4 power, so against the 3 life of our Prowling Serpopard, our Prowling Serpopard will just die. But our Prowling Serpopard also has 4 power, and his Pitiless Vizier has only 2 life, so basically they will both kill each other. Which is quite bad for both of them, but okay. Now let's summon Honored Hydra. And now let's finally attack him with Greater Sandworm. Greater Sandworm cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So he cannot block it with his Shadowstorm Vizier, because it only has 1 power and it needs to have 3 power at a minimum to block Greater Sandworm. And Kefnia the Mindful cannot block because he doesn't have 7 cards. Ah, yes, he does have 7 cards in his hand. Never mind. So he can block this. He can block it with his Kefnia the Mindful. Okay. So he will block it, but that won't do him much good. Now he summoned Cryptic Serpent and Ruthless Sniper. Okay. Let's just Alpha Strike him up. He will have to block me with everything he has. So he blocks Giant Spider with Ruthless Sniper. He blocks Honored Hydra with Shadowstorm Vizier, and he blocks Greater Sandworm with Cryptic Serpent. So let's... Honored Hydra has Trample, so we can... The remaining damage that doesn't get absorbed by Shadowstorm Vizier, we can transfer directly to our opponent. So let's do that. Okay, so we cleared his side of the field. And now he cannot summon Kefnia the Mindful anymore because he doesn't have that many cards in his hands left. Let's summon Colossal Dreadmaw again. And let's just Alpha Strike him again. He is just fucking screwed. Yeah, it's dead. He's dead. We won. Sorry about that. Okay, so we managed to get some stuff going for ourselves. Okay, so we managed to win quite well the previous match. Let's try to replicate that. Let's try to replicate that and win again. So I'm happy with this current hand. I'm fine with it. I will keep my hand. We're going second because we won the previous round. Let's put down a forest card and let's summon Willy Bandar, which is a 1/1 cat monkey creature, which for 1 green mana and 2 other mana, it may gain indestructible until the end of turn. which is quite nice. He cast Compelling Argument to put my top 5 cards into my graveyard again, which sucks. But we'll try to make do with what we've got. Let's attack him with Willy Bandar. He cast him. I don't know what he did actually. He cast Shadow Storm with. No, he cycled Shimmer Scale Drake. Okay, I see now. So he basically cycled it for 2 mana. I guess he didn't want it. But what's wrong with Shadow Scale Vizier? I don't know. That would have been a cool creature, but whatever. I think his mana screwed. Let's let's just attack him with Willy Bandar, and yeah, there's no reason to use its ability to gain indestructible because there's nothing to destroy it just yet. He finally casts Seeker of Insight, which is a 1/3 human wizard creature which has draw a card, then discard a card. Activate this ability only if you've cast a non-creature spell this turn. Okay, that's fine. Let's summon Query Hauler. I will not use its ability, I don't care about that. Query Hauler has the ability of when Query Hauler enters the battlefield, for each kind of counter on target permanent, put another counter of that kind on it or remove one from it, which is not that fucking great. I could attack him with Willy Bandar, but he would just block me with his Seeker of Insight, so let's not do that. Let's just end our turn. Now he summoned a second Seeker of Insight. Okay. Let's cast Cartouche of Strength and equip it to our Query Hauler, which will give our Query Hauler +1/+1 and trample as well, and also allow us to attack any one of his creatures. So let's destroy one of his Seeker of Insights. And now let's attack him with Query Hauler. Will he block? He will not block. Okay. But he will attack us with Seeker of Insights now. And we cannot block him because our Willy Bandar is a bit too weak. Now he summons Heckma Sentinels, which is a 2/3 human cleric creature, which has whenever you cycle or discard a card, Heckma Sentinels gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Okay. Let's summon Initiate's Companion, I guess. You know what? No, I will cast Ambuscade on my Query Hauler, and I will use it to destroy his Heckma Sentinels. And now I will attack him with Query Hauler once again. He's down to 7 life, he's still attacking me with Seeker of Insight, and he finally summoned Kefnet the Mindful, which is a really destructive card, but he has lesser than 7 cards in his hand, so I'm not going to worry too much about that just yet. Let's cast Gift of Strength to our Query Hauler to give it to increase its strength to 8/7. And now let's also summon an Initiate's Companion. And now let's just Alpha Strike him. He cannot block us with Kefnet the Mindful because Kefnet the Mindful requires for him to have 7 or more cards in his hand to use it. And he only has 5 cards in his hand at this point. So we destroyed him. That was extremely easy. I don't know why that was so easy. Let's get a new card from Amonkhet Remastered as a reward. So we got Splendid Agony, which is an instant card which costs 1 black mana and 2 other mana to cast, and which has the effect of distribute 2 -1/-1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. Okay, that was easy. Anyways, that was an extremely easy fight. Thank you very much for watching. I have a Mastodon account as well as a Matrix room where you can join. Please feel free to contact me via those means, some details of which you can find in the description of this video. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.